Hello everybody, in this video we take a look at Ultra Height Mist City Climb. Now listen, this is probably going to be a review that is probably more will project about myself than the game. Seriously. So why is it? Well, first of all, let's start by saying that this is a virtual reality climbing game. See it as a kind of a, well, the developer actually described it well, fitness platformer climbing game with 40 level plus a VR fitness mode. There's also an endless mode, which is actually really nice. Now, what's the problem that I have with the game? Let's start with that. Well, I am scared of heights. So actually, when Alex Arnold said, he said, it's not you're scared of heights, you're scared of dying. True. And it happens when I'm at very, very high elevation. It happens to me, and even I went, for example, in Oporto, in Portugal, and I was crossing the bridge and looking down. I didn't feel dizzy, I felt like, alright, I just don't want to look there anymore. So this game is kind of challenging me in this aspect. And yeah, my hands were sweating, and even I need to kind of tighten my headset because I was sweating as well. Because keep in mind, you're doing lots of moves with your hands, and it does actually lead to a higher bitrate. And yeah, it's actually, you're doing a lot of that. So, and you put them in different locations, you stretch them. So in terms of fitness, definitely I felt that I'm kind of doing a light workout. Now, as you can see, the visuals are low poly. I actually read somewhere that less complex environment, little less motion sickness, also reducing or eliminating sharp patterns can also help to prevent VR sickness, although there are lots of sharp patterns here, I must say. Now, don't suffer from motion sickness in VR, but definitely when it comes to height, it's a problem for me. Now, in terms of the game, there are different interactions in the game. Keep in mind, I couldn't really finish all the levels. I just couldn't. It will take me forever to share with you a review about the game because I just couldn't. I need to stop, and it will take me such a large gap. No, I'm sorry. I really wanted to. I mean, I just didn't know what to expect when playing the game. But fine, I mean, that's how it is. So anyway, if you need to jump on platforms, you can climb buildings, you can zip, you can take some balance example where you kind of walk on the rope and you need to balance yourself with a stick. Of course, there are ways, if you have a bit of space, you can actually move a bit with your own body to do it. You can jump as well. And there's also a button that you can X and Y. You can actually stop time, to slow down time. Yeah, and if you finish, the levels, you're gonna unlock also a bonus level and another challenging level. But I didn't get there. I have to be honest. I just it was too much for me. But you need to ask yourself whether this game is for you. Well, listen, I personally wouldn't mind if it was something very motivating for me rather than just some positive comments like go on and you're doing fine or something like that that's supposed to keep me motivating. Something to explore and find. Maybe this would kind of keep me more engaged in the game rather than just simple platforming that just make me focus just on on how crazy I am actually doing it. And now I feel like it's close to be real. I know it's not real, otherwise I wouldn't do it in the world. But yeah, it was somewhat terrifying for me.
Concentrate.
And I even tried to do the shortcuts. Here I'm zipping, which is pretty cool, by the way. I really love it in VR.
All right.
Now, in general, I think that climbing all this stuff in VR is actually very immersive and really fun. I play many games that have some kind of the interactions that you have here, and they're really, really fun because you're doing it with your own hands. By the way, I tried with hand tracking. It didn't work. It didn't support hand tracking. I just used it with the controllers. And again, like in many VR apps, I mean, things are not super accurate, a bit clunky, but again, it works well. The bottom line that it works well, and you can navigate yourself properly in the environment. And there were some other parts where when you move your body and you kind of intersect with the 3D model, is something kind of cut them out and just feel odd and kind of ruin the immersion. Like you see here, like what's going on. Again, I mean, I can understand, if your headset is just passing through the 3D model, but probably there are ways to kind of counter this one, so you won't be able to do it. I don't know, because it just feels weird. But yeah, I also try to cheat to see if I can actually go from below, and there's something that actually blocks my view of the height. But again, the positive thing is that I did feel that this is a good workout to kind of pump the blood, early in the morning. So I can't say it didn't feel good. I mean, because again, the ambience, you feel like, like climbing. You feel that I feel that I've done something that I haven't done a lot before, challenging myself in this aspect of my fear of height, or as I mentioned, fear of that, of falling down. But again, I couldn't really stretch it for long because I got, it just tired me. Not physically, more kind of emotionally. But again, the fact that you can race against time, try to break your own record, the game keeps your highest record in this endless mode and fitness mode. Different modes, if you enjoy this type of experience, you're gonna have a lot of fun. But still, the area itself is not immersive enough for me. Personally, I think that, if there was an immersive, beautiful area to explore, I'd probably be more motivated to do it. I mean, something that is more challenging. Some rewards down the road, as you climb, so you can pick up maybe collectibles. Something extra arcadey feature that can make it just, more fun in general with more features. So this is it for Ultra Height Mist City Climb. If you want to get the app, find it on itch and Oculus Store, and of course on SideQuest. This is on SideQuest as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you try it, tell me what you think about this one. And yeah, I need to kind of relax a bit after this one. I have to be honest with you. See you on the next one. Cheers.
Concentrate.